Yes, yes. Which means I'm just giving the wind up, all the SQL queries and like how to create the tables and how to update the records and what are the functions, types of joins, views, index, cursor, and stored procedures, temp table, table variable, all these activities we have done. So today, we are jumping to the other module, which is kind of Microsoft Business Intelligence. Okay, fine. So we were going to cover about the Microsoft Business Intelligence. What is mean by BI? First of all, any idea? Okay. So right now we are on the other module like Microsoft Business Intelligence, which means we usually called MSBI. So what is? I'm just asking you, what is mean by BI? Business Intelligence. Any idea?
Yes, business intelligence means uh, we are we can plan a business as per the data provided to us, and we analyze the business, we predict the business, we forecast the business. So I guess it's the business analysis, intelligence.
Perfect, perfect. So whatever we have the data, whatever the data which is existing in our hand, so we can forecasting that, and which
Mhm,
helps us to improve the business and which helps us to taking the proper decisions on how to
mhm,
develop your business based on your data. Like
mhm,
what you just assume you have just treat you have big bazaar, you have a big bazaar, which means
mhm,
just think in that business manner, retail manner. So if you got a product, like if you big bazaar has tied up with Patanjali, just assume that.
mhm,
So which means
mhm,
big bazaar just acquires the products of from Patanjali, so they just
mhm,
put it in the big bazaar showroom. So then what happened after 3 months, if
mhm.
still the products has not been sold up to the mark, so what is the next step which they're going to take? Any guess?
Mhm.
If the product has not been sold up to the level, so what is the next level they can take?
Yes, they can measure where they lacked, where they didn't deliver what the customer expected, and what they can plan for the next as per the data provided, and they could find what the exact area where they can
Okay,
improve.
where
The,
where it is getting
this
lacking.
all
Fully.
this all possible as per the data analysis.
Okay, so I know just simple answer. Just you think if Big Bazaar acquires 1 million of products, so which has been
Hmm.
kept in the showroom, which not been
Hmm.
sold, so they can't return it back. So what they can do? Like what they can better approach to make it sold, to make it sell. So like any guess, normally what you can observe in any shopping malls.
To advertise,
Correct, to
to
advertise,
advertisement.
which is nothing but to make it as a offers, one plus one,
Hmm. Hmm.
30% off, 50% off, 100% off. So they have to
Hmm.
make sure that product has been get sold. Okay,
Hmm.
which means
Hmm.
here you cannot. So that is one thing. So after 3 months, if the same Ramdev Baba came and approaching the Big Bazaar, hey, I have another 1 million products, you can take it.
Hmm.
So will Big Bazaar is ready to take that? Will ready to take it?
Yes,
No, why? Because
I know
already
that.
taking
Yes,
already
already
existing projects उतना इतना quantity गोदाम पे रहते हैं, so even that is not getting sold. So they just give a big thanks to Ramdev Baba, so they should not supposed to accept all these things. Got it?
Mhm.
Which means
Yes.
here you should observe the key things, key points. First, whatever how they can come to know the products has not been get sold. First point. Okay. Second point,
Mhm.
on which basis they will go to the offers, either 30%, 20%, 50% off. You can observe, right, in anywhere, buy one get one free, 30% on each product. And
Mhm.
third one, how they will come to know, like if the same vendor came and approaches and offered products next time, so they refused it. So which means you can just think here, all three things factors is
Mhm.
which is impact to the decision taking, and also which improves the business. If the guy who has a CEO of Big Bazaar, okay, no, even though we got losses, so let take the products from Ramdev Baba Patanjali, so then let's see this time how it goes. So absolutely these things will not help to their business. So they have to refuse these products. They have to keep aside these products. They should not supposed to use these products because they're having bunch of products in their market which is not getting sold. So all these things how they can come to know by using business intelligence, which means you have 100 of products which is there in your store, so you can keep those 100 products and which you're safely maintaining that data in your database, like you're maintaining the data, which means nothing but 100, the number 100 of products, 100 of things. Now the quantity you're keeping as in the form of data, you're maintaining that as very like sensitive manner, which means nowadays data will play the key role in all corporate world. Without data you cannot do anything.
Mhm.
So uh, which means, see, even when I'm going here nowadays in my office, I should not supposed to carry my mobiles, my handset, anything which is trying to capture the data. I should keep these gadgets in the locker, then I have to go. So currently which I'm handling the project is like that, that much sensitivity is there in IT industries as well, which means
Mhm.
data is very sensitive. And even if I'm running a query which I'm inserting the data which is consuming more than expected time, there will be a big escalation. Why? Because there is a time bounding also. Okay. So why I'm saying all
Okay.
these things, that it shows the priority of data, important of data. So
Mhm.
that's what you have many tools which handle the data, which means which accept the data and which can placing safely into your destination. There are many
Mhm.
tools which is performing like a intermediate transformation, which means between mediators, between the source and destination. These there
Mhm.
are many tools which carrying the data safely, which placing the data into your destination, like which is nothing but your Amazon, your Flipkart, all these things is what, Abdul. So it just whatever you're selecting the product, it's just carrying the safely and it's delivering to you very authentic manner. So like that, there are many tools which is available in a market which
Mhm.
extracts the data, which transform the data, and which loads the data, which we usually calls as ETL, which means
Mhm. Extract, transfer, load, transform.
extract, transform, load. So this will be called as an integration service.
Integration service.
What usually call integration?
Or to integrate,
What is
to
mean by
connect.
what is mean? Tell me.
To connect something, to integrate means to mix up
Correct.
something.
Exactly. Exactly. Integration is nothing but
Mhm.
to connect something, which
Mhm.
means, so here where is the connection? To connect the between source and
Source,
destination.
source data. Yes.
Source data with the destination data. That's
Mhm.
what this ETL will also called as integration service. Now you got to know, right? So this is the importance on data, like how your sensitivity. And next
Mhm.
thing is, once you have the data, you are sitting the data in your database. You should not give the business people's select star from employee. Hey, just run the query, and you will come to know. You see the result and see the how your business statistics stats and are there in this month. You should not tell like them. They are the business folks. They should not worried about all technical things. Correct.
Mhm.
So, which means you should efficiently, how efficiently you're maintaining the data, the same effort you should have present them, like you should have put that to represent the data into the form of reports, which means the guys who were running the business, they should easily come to know while looking the reports on
Mhm.
like annual income and growth month by month, and what is the
Mhm.
total value. All these activities they'll have to
Mhm.
understand by looking the reports. By looking the reports, they
Okay.
have to understand all these factors. Okay.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. So how priority wise you are loaded the data, the same priority wise you have to show the
Okay.
reports. Okay.
Mhm.
And once you have the reports, so that time, that then I said na, Ramdev Baba when came, the Patanjali will came and offer the products. The Big Bazaar refused it. So which means how you will come to know? You have to analyze those reports.
Analyze the data. Yes.
Analyze. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
all three things. So you have all these three things. It's individual. One module will perform their own different role. Each three products will
Mhm.
have three different roles. Okay. So then that's
Okay.
only you have like so ETL, you have different tools like Informatica you have, and Talent you have, Data Stage, all the, so each tool you have, each module you have different tools. Report you have Tableau, Power BI,
Mhm.
Congos, all the things you can, it's available.
Quickly. Mhm.
Analysis, you have analysis is a big data, Spark, Scala, all these things, Hadoop, everything you have.
Mhm.
So, but why your Microsoft, so all these things like OBAWE is related to Oracle product which performs the report. The same
Mhm.
ODI will perform the ETL, Oracle Data Integrator, which means
Mhm.
each and every vendor having their own tools, but all those tools should not perform the all three activities. These three activities.
Okay. Mhm.
Only why your, that's what why your Microsoft product, as you know, still people are depending on Windows, even though you have a Linux, Unix, and whatever you have like a Google, you
Mhm.
have many features, but still people are depending on Windows and Microsoft Office. Correct.
Mhm.
That is the thing of Microsoft products. That is a worth of Microsoft products. So that's what this product, which is released by the Microsoft BI, which is having all three domains like SSIS, SQL Server Integration Service, SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Service,
SSRS. Research.
SSA,
SSAS.
SQL Server Analysis Service.
Analysis service.
All three
Mhm.
products, combination of all three products, which is providing your Microsoft Business Intelligence in a single pack. If you purchase Microsoft Business Intelligence pack, so all three things will come as a modules.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this is how you have to understand every time, like why your MSBI is different from the other things. So they might ask you why you are people session one. This is how other compared to other BIs, your Microsoft BI is quite different and efficient. Which means if your
Okay.
other BI tools, if you acquire, either they can only provide. If you can tell the same thing in interviews. If other tools if you purchase, they can provide only either ETL, either report or either analysis. It's restricted to the one module. But if you purchase
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft BI, you can get all three modules at a time. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So next is we will see what is mean by SQL Server Integration Service. Like we are on the first part, SSIS,
Mm-hmm. SQL Server Integration Service.
which familiarly known as SSIS. Okay, which is
Yes.
familiarly known as SSIS. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Correct.
so as you know, which means it's a commonly known as ETL tool. It's a ETL tool.
ETL tool. Okay.
It's an
So
ETL tool. Which
all three parts of the ETL tool, SSIS, SSRS, SSAS.
no, SSIS is ETL tool. Only SSIS
Okay.
is ETL tool. SSRS is reporting tool. SSAS is
Okay.
analysis tool.
All right.
Okay. Only
Okay.
SSIS is ETL tool. So see, it's a combination, Abdul. Either you can highlight
Mm-hmm.
yourself with the SQL Server with ETL, then you have a chances.
Mm-hmm.
So in market, they might not ask you, means they don't have a requirement which is all three domains which you must know, not like that. Either you know
Mm-hmm.
ETL with SQL Server, either you know reporting only, either you know analysis only, either you know database only. Like there is a probability, there is a multiple combinations.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
So
what
what is the requirement to be a MSBI developer? What we need to learn?
you
Means
should know about SSIS and SSRS. Reporting
okay.
and integration should be required, and AS is
Okay.
optional.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. See,
So
okay,
hmm.
yeah, go ahead.
So okay, because I got yesterday I was searching a job of MSBI. So MSBI developer, there are a lot of profile as a MSBI developer. So I don't understand developer because we know the Java developer, .NET developer, PHP developer, but MSBI developer we saw first time. So I just want to know what should I learn to be a MSBI developer? Is it coding required? Is it a hardcore programming required?
Good question. So MSBI developer is nothing but which is need to develop. So in this MSBI level, so if you
Hmm.
need to be MSBI developer, you should know any one of these three tools. If you are know any one of these tools, you can be a MSBI developer. So here,
Okay.
all three tools, as I told you, this is a tool, it's not technology. Like it's not a
Hmm.
Java, it's not a SQL, it's not a Oracle to write a code. So it's just tool, which means
Hmm.
it's already all the tools, like all the kit is predefined in the tool. So you have to
Hmm.
use it properly. That's it. Which means all the
Okay.
predefined functions are existing in the tool. See,
Hmm.
what is a tool and technology? What is the difference between tools and technology?
Tools which has been built by someone, which has been built for some purpose, which has inbuilt functions. But
Correct.
technology, where we can create something new, we can take an initiative. Uh, so this is the technology.
So the thing is, see the one definition which means uh, you are earlier you have a television which needs to tune the channels.
Hmm.
You have one adjustable. I think you are aware of that. I don't know. In 90s, so if you want to adjust the TV, so you don't have a remote. You have to be
Yes,
rotated to adjust the
there was a
channels.
white. Yes.
Okay, I hope you have
Hmm.
seen that. But
Yes.
later on, See, whenever you want to adjust the channel, you have to go and you have to rotate the swipe. You have to swipe it. You have to twist it. Then only the channels will adjust. So tune it.
Mm-hmm.
But later on, based on that functionality, you got remote. So you can sit and you can tune the channels. Like that, a technology is a core traditional language which you have to perform in. There is no inbuilt activity. You have to perform from the core, from the scratch onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like the core coded language from the technical manner, it's a core coded language we have, but which user has to anything will be development, okay? But
Mm-hmm.
GTL tools means what happened from using technology, they already
Mm-hmm.
prepared the built-in functions, built-in activities.
Mm-hmm.
The developer
Mm-hmm.
has to choose proper activity which needs to perform the operation. That's it.
Okay.
Activities are all tools functions are already inbuilt. Like you don't need to again start it from the scratch. It's already inbuilt. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
use proper component to perform your activity. That also will call as a development. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So which means you know the difference between tools and technology. Technology is inbuilt from the scratch you have to develop, but tools not
Mm-hmm.
like that, so which is already predefined and you can do that. So if you want to become an
Okay.
MSBI developer, you should be part of any one tool, which is nothing but either reporting tool, either ETL tool, either analysis tool. Even if you saw
Okay.
the jobs, they might not ask you all the domains. They want to
Mm-hmm.
know the person, the candidate should be good in any one of the tool, either SSIS, either
Mm-hmm.
SSRS, either SSIS. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we can go with the
Yeah.
SSIS initially from today onwards. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So SSIS mainly you have the like a content part. While coming to the content level, you have all. See what is the uh, heart of your SQL?
Mm-hmm.
What is the heart of your SQL?
Or DDL, DML, and DQL. Data definition language, data manipulation language.
What exactly inside the DDL, DML, DQL? What you will deal by using like inside the DDL? What is there?
Uh, it means in the DDL we create a table. We will work on the structure of the table.
Just hold on, just hold on. So you are creating, you're altering, you're updating, you're inserting, you're deleting. Everything what you're doing on what you're doing
Yes,
on
by using a
what
DDL.
on what object by table.
Mm-hmm.
So without table there is no database. Correct?
Yeah, that's
It
correct.
means the heart of the thing is table.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, if you want to perform an ETL object with ETL an activity, ETL activity, if you want to perform one ETL activity, any ETL activities, you
Mm-hmm.
need a like a table. You need that in SSIS level. Remember this word package.
Yes.
Package. A package is an activity which performs the ETL operations.
Okay.
So the content part in package means creating the package,
Hmm. Okay.
creating package.
Mm-hmm.
uh, so once you created the package, you have to test it. If you're testing means you are getting some issues.
Okay.
Correct. Issues
Yes.
means you have to rectify the issue. Troubleshooting the package. Okay. And
Okay.
once you completed, you have to you created your troubleshoot. You're deploying. Like see, you know right. There is a three types of deploy environments: staging, productions, QA, QC, all these things.
Yes. No, I don't know.
Okay. See, ideally, what happen means in a
Mm-hmm.
ETL perspective, in a coding, any coding, there is a three
Mm-hmm.
types of environments. One is
Mm-hmm.
development environment, where the
Mm-hmm.
developer used to perform the development activities.
Okay.
Then QA environment, when they will
Mm-hmm.
deploy the same code in QA and they want to test whether that code is
Mm-hmm.
performing very nice or not. If there are any
Mm-hmm.
issues, they will raise
Mm-hmm.
a defect. So then it will
Okay.
next level it will go to the UAT, UAT, which means
Mm-hmm.
pre-production level. So
Mm-hmm.
the UAT level, they will end users are there, na, whoever the customers, they will test everything
Mm-hmm.
there. If it is running, if it is working exactly, then they will deploy
Mm-hmm.
the same code into the production.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the Agile methodology, SDLC. Have
Mm-hmm.
you heard about Agile methodology? This is the development method, or one of the development methodologies. Okay,
No.
not
Mm-hmm.
in not in SQL, not in .NET, not in Java. In a whole software level, this is the methodology which developer used to follow.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Eh, They will write a code in development environment. They will deploy the code in QA. Then the testing
Mm-hmm.
people, QA people will check it and raise the defects, and they will fix it. Then they will deploy the code in UAT, UAT, and people will
Mm-hmm.
be end user will test it in UAT. If everything works fine, they will deploy into the production. So that
Okay.
deployment will be existing.
Mm-hmm.
Then fourth one is executing. If everything is fine, executing the package.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the main four concepts which we are going to uh, like performing in SQL SSIS level.
SSIS.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Session one, overview of SSIS. Okay. So what is
Okay.
the heart of SSIS?
Creating package, troubleshoot package, hard package. Yes.
Package. Correct. Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, fine. So today I'm just going to discuss about remaining thing means what you have to create in the package, everything, the where these packages and all existing. As you know, SQL Server you have to install Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. You should check
Mm-hmm.
like that. If you check like this in Google,
Mm-hmm.
so it will directly navigate into your download. See, like this. That's it. It will directly
Mm-hmm.
go to your navigate to your Microsoft page. Then
Mm-hmm.
you can directly comes and you can just download it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Then I can help you to install. Like that,
Mm-hmm.
you have same in order to work on MSBI Visual Studio 2017.
Visual Studio 2020.
Visual.
Okay.
Have you heard about
Yeah.
Visual Studio? Have you heard about Visual Studio before?
Microsoft Visual Studio. I heard.
Correct, correct. Same thing.
Yes.
I think if you prepare the .NET, if you're creating the
Mm-hmm.
.NET and
Yes.
all,
Mm-hmm.
you use Visual Studio, free download, free
Mm-hmm.
trial. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I install here. You can see in that toolbar, taskbar.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes. For
Okay.
the
So
.NET
then,
C Sharp programming.
very nice.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's you need right. It's a, like a framework, .NET framework. Whenever you are working on
Yes.
all these activities, it's all even
Mm-hmm.
Visual Studio. This business intelligence also part of Visual Studio.
Okay.
Okay. See, if
All
you want
right.
to check, if you want to go log into the once you install the Visual Studio, you can just 1 second. Go here and check and search. You have Visual Studio.
Okay.
So once you search Visual Studio, then you will get like this. See, Microsoft Visual Studio. Okay. I think have you seen this before? What, Abdul? Have you seen this before? See, I just shared the screen so you can see now. It's a Visual Studio page which is having the C Sharp, SharePoint, all the things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Got it? So like that, I have the same Visual Studio I just installed here, which is having the business intelligence also. Okay.
Okay.
So how to access your business intelligence means just once you have a Visual Studio, just go to the file,
Mm-hmm.
go to the new,
Mm-hmm.
remember this file, new project, click this,
Mm-hmm.
then you have business intelligence. In the business intelligence, you have see integration service, reporting service, analysis service.
Okay. File new project, then we get these options.
Correct. Integration
Mm.
service, report, under
Mm.
business intelligence, you have to choose any one of the tool. Okay.
Okay.
So you can just name it your in project name, and you can browse location. That's it. So I just did like that. So I already created one project called SSIS session.
Mm-hmm.
Under the one my package, see, this is your project. So under your project you can create number of packages. So this is your SSIS package. If you want to create a
Mm-hmm.
package, you can right click new SSIS package, like
Okay.
click, it just created a package.
Mm-hmm.
Like that you can create n number of packages. Got it?
Yes.
So I just, you can, if you want to rename, you can rename this for your naming convention. Okay.
Mm. All right.
So I have created one package like session one. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want session, so this is my package session one. So if you see the window, you have two like two boxes on the top. You have control flow,
Mm-hmm.
data flow, parameters, event handling, and package explorer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So first we see the control flow and data flow. And see, I already told you this is predefined activities. SSIS, this is the SSIS window. It's a predefined activities. You have a toolbox in the topmost left side.
Mm-hmm.
You have a favorites and you have a common. This will be tasks and content. So remember,
Mm-hmm.
in a control flow, you have a task and containers. I'll explain you in a later. I'm just giving overview. What is a task and what are the things and all. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
we see you data flow, execute SQL, all this one each task will perform the different activities. Their
Okay.
like related activities. Your data
Mm-hmm.
flow, which is nothing but you can transfer the data from one part to another part. You have types of source and destinations. You have Excel destination, flat file, OLEDB. OLEDB is nothing but your SQL server. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The same
Mm-hmm.
like you have destinations, Excel, flat file. Flat file is nothing but your notepad.
Okay.
So same
Definitely.
thing. You have transformations like you have a aggregate. Aggregate means if you want to use group by, you have to sort, union all, join, all these things will be derived. They already predefined this. So if you want to
Mm-hmm.
use, you just no need to write a code or query. You just
Mm-hmm.
drag this.
Okay.
If you drag it, then it will go.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So there is no need to do coding and all. That's what I told you now. After SQL Server, no need to do any coding. No need to do your a single line on your desktop. So you
Mm.
just drag and drop and give a connection. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So first see
Mm-hmm.
the data flow task. What is, I'm coming to the initial thing, data flow task. From this time on, from we'll start this one onwards, and we'll go one by one what it's do. Okay, I'll give you the
Okay.
functionality of each and every component. So in
Mm-hmm.
SSIS, what you're going to do means you see you're playing chess. If you want
Mm-hmm.
to Move the camel. How camel will
Mhm.
move? I think you know right chess how to play.
No, I don't know how to play chess.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Camel will go on the same color diagonally, diagonal opposite. So,
Mhm.
which means each pawn, like a bishop, camel, king, queen.
Mhm.
So each pawn has their own functionality. So soldiers will
Okay.
go only one step forward. Soldiers can't
Mhm.
go more than two steps.
Mhm.
Suppose just in front of my opposite person candidate pawn is existing, I have to kill it
Mhm.
so I can use my soldier, which means that so to kill that other component, my pawn having the functionality, I just use this functionality, which means I'll tell you the brief thing. Your bike has punctured. You have a toolkit.
Mhm.
You have to open the bolt, which is the size of 14 to 15. So you have a
Mhm.
toolbox spanner. You will choose the 14-15 spanner, which is a fit to that size, correct, to remove the bolt.
Mhm.
Like
Yes.
why I'm saying this, you have a requirement, you have to think
Mhm.
your mind which component is suitable for this requirement. That's it. If you do, the 90% work is done.
Mhm.
Got it?
Yes.
So which means there is a story, man. I just got it from my manager. So when they were discussing about this, so there was Rolls Royce, I think in England, in car,
Mhm.
and it
Mhm.
got some damage. So
Mhm.
and the guy went to a mechanic shop, and
Mhm.
what happened means the problem is just uh, the screw was getting loose, bit loose, and what
Mhm.
happened is the mechanic just tied the screw, and
Mhm.
he charged for that is 10,000 pounds.
Mhm.
Ten
Mhm.
thousand pounds he charged. So the owner got surprised and he was asking, "Hey man, what you did? You just fit the screw. Your bolt is getting like loose. You just fit it tight.
Mhm.
So then why
Mhm.
you're charging 1,000 pounds?" This guy said,
Mhm.
"Sir, to fit the bolt is only charging 1 pound. Okay,
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
remaining 999 pounds is I'm using on which screw, which spanner is suitable for this operation. I just chosen myself and I just did that. For that, it's required 999 pounds. So for fitting the bolt,
Okay.
see for doing so, I think
Mhm.
like you got this behind this story.
Yes.
To do the
Yes.
operation is very easy.
Mhm.
On which component I have to select and to do this activity is it's very tough. Like you should have
Correct.
think more in your mind. Got it?
Mhm. Yes.
So same the thing you can assume same thing in interview manner. So they will give a requirement. So you to give that solution is very easy, but what method you are going to apply into the solution to make the
Mhm.
solution is very tough. That is depends on your attitude. Okay, keep in that mind.
Okay. Mhm.
So control flow, I'll just start with the data flow. So if you want to, so what means data flow? As the name describes, data flow means the flow of
Mhm.
data, which
Mhm.
means which flows the data flow task we can use to transfer the data from source to destination. If you see the
Mhm.
symbol, what happened here?
Mhm.
You have one box, you have another box, there is an arrow.
Mhm.
Okay, which means you're transforming the data from one box to you're loading the data into another box.
Okay.
So if someone asks you load the data from one table to another table, so which means if anyone asks perform the data load from one table to another table,
Mhm.
your mind has to think, okay, I have to pick the data flow task. Okay,
Okay.
so none of the tasks will suitable for this operation. Only data flow task will suitable and implement to this operation, fit
Mhm.
to this operation, to flow the data, to
Mhm.
transfer the data. So what
Mhm.
I do, I just drag this
And data flow
Okay.
task. Mm-hmm.
So you can see the symbol, two boxes, arrow, which
Mm-hmm.
means to flow the data from source to destination.
Mm-hmm.
So then see, you can see the same window here. You have the same data flow task,
Mm-hmm.
which means if I just edit this, right click, edit it, I am directly going to this window.
Okay.
You observe?
Yes.
So if I click this, double click,
Mm-hmm.
it directly goes to
Mm-hmm.
here. Which
Okay.
means in your data flow you have what does contain your data flow, source, destination, this all will come as a called as a transformations.
Okay.
Okay. First let's see the
Mm-hmm.
source and destination. See what is my requirement? I just want to load the data from practice, select from. I have a table like this. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
load the same table into my emits
MSB.
test DB. This is my database. So I'll go to another database, emits test DB. I want to load the same table. There is no table called employee, correct now?
Mm-hmm.
So this is my operation. So someone asks you, hey, I have a data from practice database. I just want to load the data into my emits database.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my practice. I have the data. This is my emits template. I don't have the table. So you can perform this data load into SQL Server. How you will do? You can by using insert command. Insert into
Mm-hmm.
first. See, first thing you don't have a table. What you will do? You will create a table.
Create a table. Yes.
Then I'll insert the data. Insert into table name, values, 100 Jagdish, 100 of John. All the things you will insert. Correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, in the sense, in order to doing everything manually, writing a queries, you can just do in
Mm-hmm.
a SSIS manner. You can just do. I'll select OLEDB source, drag it. So I just dragged my OLEDB source. I just dragged my OLEDB destination.
OLTP. Source
It
OLTP
means OLEDB is
destination.
nothing but your SQL server. Keep in that mind. So I
Okay.
just connect that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then your
Okay.
operation is where does this practice and emits test DB is existing? Which server? It's existing in my local server.
Yes.
So you should define the same connection. So what is the server? What is the database? What is the table? You should define in the connection managers.
Mm.
So first define the connection manager. New OLEDB connection. So here nothing but you have to define new connection. Your window is blank. New
New connection. Yes.
new server name. So it's asking your server name, which is my local. Under the server name, you have a database names. See, if you click the dot,
Mhm.
default you are getting all database names. So what is my
Okay.
source database?
Source database is DB list as you have
So you see here, what is my source database?
practice
What is my target database?
emits underscore test DB.
So then tell me, this is my treat this as source connection. So what is my source
Mhm.
database? Which database I should select to make the source connection?
Practice.
Perfect. So under server name, local server, it's a practice. Test a
Mm-hmm.
connection. Connection has succeed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Mm-hmm.
press OK. Then I'll press OK.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my source. Source connection. You can rename it, Abdul. You can rename. I will rename my connection name as
Mm-hmm.
source.
Okay.
So let me use the same connection destination. Like you have to tell me the same how to create a destination also. Tell me how to create the destination connection manager.
Now only OLDB connection. Then
Then
we have to choose the database.
we have to choose the database. It's a disabled. What to do?
We have to enable it.
What to do? Like how to enable this? How it will get enabled?
Use SQL Server authentication. SQL Server authentication.
No,
Notes. Okay.
no. See
Mhm.
what we did initially to make the connection for source. We directly went to the database.
No.
What we did initially. See, if you go to the SQL server, if you want to connect to the new SQL server, suppose, see, I just want to go to the new SQL server.
Mm-hmm.
What it comes initially? Just see, did I go to directly database? Will it allows me to go to the database?
No.
What it directly,
Server.
what it gives to the pop-up? What
It's
it
asking the
means?
server name.
It's asking,
Server name.
read it on top.
Connect to server.
Which means what is the initial step?
First, we need to connect to server.
Perfect. So then tell me here, what
Mm-hmm.
we need to do here first.
But the server is the local. It's a local server.
Give the local. Na? At least you should inform that to your SSIS. Hey, this is my local. At least you should inform. Even that you have to inform, right? Without mentioning
Okay.
anything, how your machine will come to know this is local, this is global. No, na.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
have to inform me. You have to put that is a shortcut. Local host you can either or else you can put dot. See, keep in mind, anywhere, not even SSIS SQL, if you are defining any connection manager, the dot
Mm-hmm.
is your machine will default will take it as a local connection,
Dot.
or else you can, or else you can use local
Local.
host.
Mm-hmm. Localhost, then we can select a database. Okay. Dot or
So what is
localhost.
anything? What is my
Mm-hmm.
destination?
Emits underscore test underscore db.
So what I need to do next?
Then we need to click on the test connection.
You have to text your connection, whether you have any issues or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I rename this. You can. This is optional. No need to. It's not mandatory for your understanding purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So now you defined your source and destination connections. So
Mm-hmm.
then go to the source. Go to the source. Right click or double click. Edit.
Okay. Okay.
It's asking you which connection I can take. Which connection I should take in my source. Source level. Which connection I can take.
It's oily db.
No, no, no. See, you already
Mm-hmm.
defined the two connections. If you drop down it, see, you have a
Mm-hmm.
connection manager. If you drop down it, you have two connections. Which
Yeah,
connection I
source
can
and
choose?
destination. Source.
Source. So under this means you under this server, under this database, it will give the
Mm-hmm.
tables. What are the tables you already created, na? It will give
Mm-hmm.
you the table. Everything it's already there in that source. So take the EMP.
EMP. Mm-hmm.
So you can see the what are the columns are existing in this table. I have employee ID and employee name, and you can preview it also. What are the data
Okay.
is existing. So
Mm-hmm.
once you did, just press OK.
Mm-hmm.
Then same thing, right click. You can tell me. See, the steps are same. Tell me this.
Yeah.
Edit.
Click on the edit or double click. Yes.
Hmm.
Then we need to choose destination.
Mhm.
Then we need to choose the table name, DBO.
But unfortunately, there is no table which is employee.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So what to do means, see, I told you now, if you want to load the data, you don't have, first you have to create a table, you have to insert the data.
Mm-hmm.
But here you don't have a table which is mapping, like the
Mm-hmm.
same employee table is not existing. So your SSIS
Mm-hmm.
is having added feature. If you already having the relation, you are already having the pipeline connectivity. So it understand, it can sense, okay, this there is a table which called employee, which is having columns like this. So it will
Mm-hmm.
automatically creates a table. If you press new, it's automatically created a
Mm-hmm.
table. Create tables, script will auto generated.
Mm-hmm.
What you need to do means you just change the table name.
Yes. Table name and the field name.
Fields and
Okay.
everything is same. So then
Okay.
I'll
All.
tell you what is this, all these things. So then
Mm-hmm.
you created a table. You have to map the each and every field, like source mapping to the target mapping, employee to employee, employee name to employee name.
Mm-hmm.
So SSIS, if the naming convention is same, it's automatically mapping together. If it is not there, you
Okay.
have to map it manually. Okay. So either you can map it in two ways. You can drop down, you can just map like this, so it will go to the mapping automatically.
Okay.
Or else like this you have to. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then I'll press OK. Now you, so what you can tell me what we did. You can remind me like to make this is called one package. Like you become as MSBI developer. They're asking you to create this kind of packages. That's it. So what you did,
Mm-hmm.
just drag the data flow task first.
Mm-hmm.
You just drag the data flow task. If you go to the data flow task, you can double click.
Mm-hmm.
It will navigate to your data flow window. There
Mm-hmm.
you have chosen OLDB source, which is source. You have chosen OLDB destination.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you are using the connection manager, source and destination connection manager. You
Mm-hmm.
defined, under that you have provided the server name and database name. Again you have provided the server name and database name. So then you have selected the particular connection manager and particular table name, and you have chosen the particular target database and you have table name. You don't have a table and you create a new table. Correct.
Yes.
Then see, there is no table right now. Till here there is no table. See, now table has created, which means we already
Mm-hmm.
created na, the destination
Mm-hmm.
level. Table has created, but data is not loaded. Got
Mm-hmm.
it? So let me
Yes.
execute this. So how to execute means you can do in two ways. Either you can start here
Okay.
or else you can
Yes.
right click on
Mm-hmm.
package, execute package.
Execute package. Start or execute package.
Yes. See, it will show
But
how many
Jagdish, I
rows.
do not understand. But I do not understand in the destination table there was a column name. There was a three field name, but the table name is different. So I had to name the table name. So I don't understand how is it possible. uh, How was a three field name same as the source field name?
Why? Because you have a destination. If you create new, see, it's created the new table, which
Yeah, it's
means
created in table. Then we create a new column name as well. Na?
no, No, that's what I'm saying. So all this information, it will gathered from the source level.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you already having a connection pipeline, arrow mark.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Mm-hmm.
happened na? Your destination, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is my source. It will come to know this is your source, and whatever you
Mm-hmm.
define the column names there in this table na, so
Mm-hmm.
it will observe those column names, and it will create a new table with those
Mm-hmm.
column names. So you might get doubt how I can get this employee ID and employee name, because
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have this connection, that is what you are using the table. If you have this connection, then automatically it will create the table with the source name.
Hello.
This conference will now be recorded.
Abdul, you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. The thing is, your doubt how your destination will come to know the columns, either it's employee
Mm-hmm.
ID and employee name, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which means there is a connectivity between source and destination. You can see the blue arrow. By using blue arrow, it will understand this is the source table and this is the table columns. If you click new, then automatically it will create the structure of the table.
Okay.
That's how you are using that table. The only thing is it will create the structure and it will create the, see, if I click the new, or else I'll tell you one thing for better understanding. I'll
Mm-hmm.
stop. See, this is, if you want to stop, you can stop the package by clicking this.
Mm-hmm.
Package has stopped, and if you can go, and if you want to execute this, you have the data. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, if you can see data flow, let me select another table, any one table in
Mm-hmm.
the source. In the source, select any one table. Uh, uh, Select any one table.
Yes. Select
Hello,
department. Mm-hmm. Yes.
department.
Department.
Okay. So what are the
Yes.
columns are existing? How we will come to know? By looking columns.
By looking column.
What
It's
are
name and
what are the
department
columns?
ID. Name and department ID.
Name and department ID.
Yes.
No, no, no. It's only have department ID. This is a column names. You can see
Oh
here.
yeah. 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 Yes. Yes. Only department ID.
Okay. So while
Mm-hmm.
coming to the destination, I don't have a table called department. Correct.
Mm.
I'll create. Let me create. Let if I press new, what happen means it will
We
pick
are
the
making a
columns
new table.
from that source. See.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I'll tell you one thing. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So just think you have a table department.
Mm-hmm.
Let me clear it. Let me drag it. You have a table called department, and this is your error line. This is your success line. I'll tell you why this is
Okay.
true also. You just
Mm-hmm.
map it, and I'm just giving destination. I don't have a table called department.
Mm-hmm.
I'll create new. See what happen. It will automatically pick that department ID column from the source table.
Mm-hmm.
So only difference is, it will not pick the table name, it will pick the only column name and data types. So you have to
Okay.
manually rewrite the
Table
table
name.
name.
Mm-hmm.
Common table name is OLEDB destination every time.
Okay. Okay. OLEDB
Map it,
destination. All right.
destination. Map it,
Mm-hmm.
press OK,
Mm-hmm.
then execute. That's it. See, 3 rows has inserted.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you have to load the data into your table.
Okay.
Table to table. So like that you have three sources, three destination, which means you will have probability table to table, file to file, Excel to Excel. Again,
Okay.
file to table, Excel to table, or else file to Excel. Like that, you have multiple combinations. So we'll see the next of the how to load all this, like how you like this. If you are taking the data from table like that, you can you can able to take the data from Excel. You can able to take the data from Notepad also.
Okay.
I'll tell you how to do all these activities tomorrow. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
we'll
Thank you.
meet on tomorrow. Thank you.